Hello, junkies, and my name is Bob. Today we will be reviewing Rock Python. Yes, that's right. Marvel and Hasbro seem to want to bring us the complete Serpent Society, and they are slowly working towards it. So it's great. We did have in the very first Avengers Infinity Gauntlet wave, we did have Cobra. So it's interesting that I think we've had at least two Avenger waves now since in the Avengers Infinity Gauntlet Endgame wave. Now here we are on, I believe it's the fourth wave of the Avengers Endgame / Infinity Gauntlet wave, and here we are with Rock Python. I don't know a lot about this character, so let's flip it over here, and we're going to find out that up here in his little bio, a mercenary working out of Africa, Magula adopts the name Rock Python and joins the slithering villain enterprise known as Serpent Society. I think maybe I might have seen him in like when the Serpent Society took over Washington, D.C., I believe at one point in an old Captain America. And it wasn't even Captain America. It was the guy who would eventually become the U.S. agent, John Walker. So it wasn't even up against Steve Rogers as we know him. So, but this is a figure that has meant with some contention with some fans because they're like, oh, why do we get another Serpent Society? I think it's cool. I like the fact that Hasbro and Marvel are reaching deep into Marvel's character base and finding different people. So this opens up the door to who is Rock Python, where did he come from, and we get we're going to find out if we got a cool figure out of it or not. So now we have the build a figure right here. It is the Hulk. We do have his arm. It is his left arm, and let's get this open. So as you can see here on the package, we do have the build a figure here. And this full wave is War Machine, Rescue, Shuri, Rock Python, Union Jack, Beta Ray Bill, and Loki. The reviews of which are up on our YouTube page. So please subscribe and follow and check out all these different reviews. Now, here we go, out of the plastic coffin. Now, before we get into it, there is no Serpent Society logo yet. So there's nothing here on the back. Nothing here on the back side of this as well. So, out of the plastic coffin. And let's get the Hulk arm out of here. Now, this thing already is a beast. So, that's pretty big. Look at that thing. Great color, though. Awesome color. Whoop. How's it going? So, let's do an instant pose here. Oh, he's a bit stockier than I thought he would be. So that's the thing. When you look at him in the pack, you're not really sure exactly is he going to be tall, because sometimes their legs are moved in a certain way that you're not really getting a full depth of the character. So let's stick him up here. Look at that. That's an instant pose. Barely had to do anything. So, zoom him in here a little bit. I'm liking this snake-like helmet, and it's got like a full depth. Got a bit of a snarl here, which is awesome, especially when he's a bad guy. However, I will complain that right here we do have some paint, just a little bit off. What are you gonna do? It's just a little bit. But I'm not really seeing any other paint applications that went awry. Now there is a hole here on his back for a backpack, which is kind of weird because there's Rescue's backpack, but why would he have it? And there was no accessory. So, I mean, if we flip over Captain America here, there's no space for the shield, but yet he has one on here. So I wonder if there was something that was supposed to happen here and didn't, or maybe some sort of weapon that was supposed to go in there. So, but we do have some, we have the gripping fist. So you could put something in his hand, but not so much. Now that this is bending very easily, and like I said, he just came out of the pack. So the belt's loose. You can move the belt down a little bit if you'd like. But as you can see, if you remove the head of this figure, you could pretty much kit bash him to anything you wanted to do. So if you see Rock Python a couple months from now just sitting on the shelf, if somebody's having a sale and you're into kit bashing, you could definitely do a lot because we don't have a lot of character defining things other than the helmet. There's no armor or logo. Everything is painted into the character. There's really nothing that would make him stand out. Now we do have these boots here, which I'm noticing are the exact same boots as Loki's boots. There they are side by side. So let's do a size comparison here. So I thought Loki was actually a pretty tall figure in relation to some of the others. And he's a little bit taller than Cap. But as you can see, the Rock Python is about the same height as Loki. So let's compare him to Cap. So here's our worthy Captain America. And you can see Rock Python is just a little bit taller than worthy Cap. And you can also tell the difference between a comic book character and one that is from based on the films. So all in all, Rock Python is, if you're into the Serpent Society and you're into collecting those characters, and there are every level of fandom, there is always that like niche group, and this is definitely a niche group. What are you going to do with a Hulk arm? I don't know. Trade it off maybe, but there are numerous characters of the Serpent Society. I think it's a cool looking figure. I think they really capitalized on the head. I think the head looks great. But as far as the body goes, I probably could use a little bit more, I don't know, flair to it. Something a little bit different. I think it's a cool looking figure. I love the color scheme. But as, you know, would I run out and buy Rock Python? No, I don't think I have too many members of the Serpent Society in Marvel Legends as it is. But overall, in a wave that is the majority of which is heroes, it's nice that they have at least 2 villains in this wave. You look at the latest Spider-Man wave, which we do have a review for here on YouTube, it's all villains and 2 heroes. So it's kind of nice that Marvel's able to bounce back and forth, give us good guys and bad guys in larger quantities depending on the wave. So this is Bob. Just wanted to let you know that we do have the entire wave is up on YouTube to review, and you definitely want to check them all out. Thanks for tuning in, junkies.